A warm welcome to you here on TV News Hour, this hour on TV Sapiencia. The top stories today. The Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Egbetekun, has asked host communities not to indulge in the of advancing heavy loans to officers serving in their communities. Pope Francis Open Coffin was transferred today Wednesday to St. Peter's Basilica for 3 days of lying in state, with thousands of people gathering to pay their respect to the leader of the world's Catholics. And in sports, Nigerian winger Moses Simon is attracting interest from Everton ahead of the summer transfer window, with reports indicating the Premier League club have stepped up their pursuit of the 29-year-old. My name is Chioma Vickwemeka. Now the news in full. We begin in security, where the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Egbetekun, has asked host communities not to indulge in the habit of advancing heavy loans to officers serving in their communities. The IG, who was represented by the Kogi State Commissioner of Police, Mila Dantawaye, was speaking yesterday, Tuesday, at the inauguration of the newly built Divisional Police Headquarters at Imane or Lamaboro local government area of the state. He called on members of the community to take proper care of the divisional headquarters, the first of its kind in the area, built and donated by a son of the soil, Dr. Peter Ali. Also speaking, the Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo, represented by his deputy Joel Oibo, said the state government was full of appreciation for the gesture of the donor and called on members of the community to build on that by cooperating with officers that would be deployed to serve in the area. Away from that, the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria has called for an amendment to the law that established the Federal Allocation Committee to ensure the inclusion of local governments in discussions regarding the sharing formula for revenues allocated to the 3 tiers of government. According to Algon, local governments are currently excluded from meetings where decisions about the distribution of federal funds are made. The Secretary General of Algon, Mohammed Abubakar, made this known in an interview with Newspen, urging for the necessary legal changes. Abubakar emphasized that local government chairmen should have a seat at the table during these critical decisions. He further noted that state governors and commissioners of finance are aligned with Algon on the matter of opening commercial bank accounts for local governments, enabling them to receive allocations directly from FAC. Still in security, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetekun, yesterday Tuesday launched a school protection squad to bring security to the school environment in Delta State. Egbetekun, represented by the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 5 AIG Salman Dogo, said the moment in the community's journey was towards a safer and more secure future for the children. The National Coordinator and Commissioner of Police, Schools Protection Squad, CP Abayomi Shogunle, said the right to education was central to social and economic progress, noting that investment in education was an investment in human capital development. Governor Sheriff Obowori, who was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Kingsley Emu, commended the police boss for organizing the Stakeholders Forum on the safety and security of schools and pupils / students. Obowori said he was impressed with the resolve and determination of the police to keep the schools safe from crime and crime-related activities. Still in security, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetekun, yesterday Tuesday deployed a special squad to arrest the rise in violence across the country. He ordered all police mobile force squadrons to maintain at least one fully equipped combat-ready unit on constant standby, effective immediately. He gave the directive during a meeting with squadron commanders in Abuja on Tuesday yesterday as bandits struck in Kwara, Benue and Sokoto states, killing 21 persons. In the past weeks, the attacks on helpless citizens have escalated, with increased attacks reported in Plateau, Benue, Enugu and other parts of the country. Addressing his squadron commanders during the meeting, the IG stressed that the standby unit must be prepared to provide rapid support to state commands in times of crisis, high-risk operations or emergency interventions. Away from that, we come to Anambra State, where the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has expressed deep sadness at the passing of His Holiness Pope Francis, who departed peacefully on Easter Monday at the age of 88. A release signed by the press secretary to the governor, Mr. Christian Aburime. Governor Soludo, in his condolence message, extended his solemn condolences to the Catholic faithful in Anambra State and the global Christian community at large. Governor Soludo further remarked Pope Francis' teachings on love, mercy and solidarity, which touched base with the people of Anambra, inspiring the government to build a society rooted in dignity and hope. His life of extraordinary service to God and humanity, and prayed God to accept him in his paradise. As Easter celebrations unfold across the region, a recent media report has drawn criticisms regarding comments attributed to the leadership of Operation Udo Gachi and Agunechemba. We will take a break right now, and when we return on the news, these and other stories will follow through. Kindly stay with us. Welcome back to News Hour, this hour on TV Sapiencia. As the Easter holiday progresses in the region, a recent media report has drawn criticism regarding comments attributed to the leadership of Operation Udo Gachi and Agunechemba, an initiative aimed at enhancing security in Anambra State. Speaking to the press in Oka to clarify the situation, the special advisor to Governor Soludo on community security, Mr. Ken Emekai, emphasized that they have been misquoted, that their message has been taken out of context, and stated that they did not label their members as armed robbers or criminals, but they are only addressing concerns raised about reports of extortion allegedly committed by some individuals in the outfit. Mr. Emekai emphasized that the operatives do not conduct checkpoints, but operate pin-down locations designed to create a safer environment for Ndi Anambra, an initiative that aims to enable residents to go about their daily activities without fear of crime, screen individuals on the roads, and deter criminal activities such as robbery and kidnapping. He reiterated that the purpose of Operation Udo Gachi and Agunechemba is to provide security in collaboration with law enforcement agencies, not to engage in profit-making activities, warning that any member of the outfit who is engaged in extortion or activities that deviate from their primary responsibilities will face strict consequences because it is akin to robbery. Away from Anambra State and Nigeria, Pope Francis' open coffin was transferred today Wednesday to St. Peter's Basilica for 3 days of lying in state, with thousands of people gathering to pay their respects to the leader of the world's Catholics. Bells from the Basilica rang out as the wooden coffin was carried in procession past packed crowds in St. Peter's Square, accompanied by red-robed cardinals and the Vatican's Swiss guards. Pilgrims and tourists snapped photos, with some applauding as the procession passed its way from the Santa Marta residence where the 88-year-old Argentine pontiff died on Easter Monday. His body had been held in the chapel of the Santa Marta, where he lived during his 12-year papacy, but will now lie in state at the Basilica until Saturday's funeral. The funeral is expected to draw hundreds of thousands of pilgrims, as well as world leaders, including U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky, as well as Britain's Prince William. Afterwards, the coffin will be taken to his favorite church, Rome's Papal Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore, where it will be interred in the ground and marked by a simple inscription, Franciscus. Away from that story, we will move to sports right now, where Nigerian winger Moses Simon is attracting interest from Everton ahead of the summer transfer window, with reports indicating the Premier League club have stepped up their pursuit for and of course for the 29-year-old. According to Africa Foot, Everton have already sent scouts to observe Simon at FC Nantes in recent weeks, with the Spurgos forward now among their priority targets. The Toffees are currently 13th in the Premier League and are planning a rebuild, which makes them eye Moses as a valuable addition to their attacking options. The just born forward has 72 caps and 9 goals for Nigeria and has had A strong 2024-2025 season with Nantes registering 7 goals and 9 assists as 27 appearances across all competitions. Having joined the French side from Levante in 2020 with 6.5 million euros, he signed a contract extension last year that runs until June 2026. Well, that's it on the news. A quick reminder of our top stories. We told you that the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Egbutukun, has asked host communities not to indulge in the habit of advancing heavy loans to officers serving in their communities. Pope Francis' open coffin was transferred today, Wednesday, to St. Peter's Basilica for 3 days of lying in state, with thousands of people gathering to pay their respects to the leader of world's Catholics. And in sports, Nigerian winger Moses Simon is attracting interest from Everton ahead of the summer transfer window, with reports indicating that the Premier League club have stepped up their pursuit of the 29-year-old. Well, that's it on News Hour this hour. Thank you so much for joining us here on TV Sapiens. My name is Chioma Victor. Do have a great time. Bye-bye.